Mars, don't go too far with that. These guys new frisbee. And we are here by this little not so dry creek to look for different types of jade and just to look at the beautiful day that it is. It'd be nice swimming out here this summer. These are some of the holes. This crazy piece of stone it looks almost like some of the nephrite that we've gotten, but this is not translucent at all. But it sure looks like an old brake pad, doesn't it? It's got that fibrous look to it. Go ahead and bring that. Look at it closer. This is the type of stuff we're hunting through, so almost everything you look at is blue and gray and green. And somewhere in amongst all this is good stuff, because we found good stuff here before. So, and Chalcedony, agates, everything else. It's a good creek. So our goal here is to kind of continue to gather all of the different greenish stones that we can find in these systems that are loaded up with the right minerals, and take really deep, close looks at them to try and, figure out what they are, if they're what we're looking for, and if not, then what they are besides that. And then we can at least use the process of elimination, because these are very local areas to me, which I've come to a lot, and I've learned a lot of the rocks in it, so we might as well just keep going with that. And eventually, we know pretty much everything that we're looking at. That's how I did it with plants a long time ago, so. And anything that could be green when you polish it up too. That's the other thing about jades and bowenites. Just saw this gob with a little bit of silicate woven through it and lifted it up. And there's a little crevice agate underneath there. Oh yeah. Free from a toast rock. It's a good start to a good little hunt here. Again, it's an impromptu rock hunting trip, but that's how you do it. You just go when you can, where you can. Let that be your parameters for as long as you can. That's what we're doing here. Okay, we are under the bushes here, crawling around, and I went after this really big piece. It is something that is translucent and blue and green, and we'll have to look at it closer at home. And then I saw that over there. That's a really big crevice agate. Let's go ahead and rinse that off. These are all druzy patches that knitted together in the middle. Big old piece of Chalcedony crevice agate. And get it home and clean it up. I can probably show you a little bit better detail, of course. But yeah, boom. And what is this that we're looking at? Oh, it's just a piece of quartz, but it was like, looked like some crazy thing sticking out of there at first. Wait till you see this. I got a beauty sticking out of the rocks here. Boom! Big old chunk of chalcedony. Little crevice agate. Still got, well, it's more like where it mixed up with the host rock. Got a little bit of its silicate stirred into it, so it didn't quite wither away. Otherwise, though, oh yeah. That is like a big chunk of a beautiful something right there. And what are you? You're going back in the river. You're going home with us. It's got the weight to it too. What are you? You're not quite right. But this, if this is bowenite, it's visibly green. If it is a piece of jade, it's huge. It's looking like bowenite from the microcrystal texture. I don't see any felting, but let me make sure. We'll take a little knock off this edge here where it's thin. Get that wet real quick. Wow. That's ridiculous. That is a huge, beautiful piece of bowenite. For sure. You see the green in that already? The difference that I've noticed instantly between the bowenite and the jade is that jade, nephrite, maybe because of its microcrystalline structure, but it's so much more translucent that you could just hold a flashlight to this and it would come through that ridge. But this will slice up beautifully into the apple green river jades that you've seen me working with. That is a nice lens right there. That is nice. And I see our next little crevice agate. Druzy patch. You can see how it looks before it knits together all the way. Okay, first thing I saw, then saw that next to it, little mini crevice. Then I looked over here and I saw this. Have to look at that closer. Then I saw this. Another little crevice. Piece of Chalcedony with just basically the quartz druzy infill left. Not a bad little pile of goodness there. Not a bad little pile of goodness. Anything else in this little swirl around? Okay, we're back. I've cleared up some space on the memory card. I don't know when it's going to run out again, so let me show you what we just found. Right next to each other. Both of these are like botryoidal Chalcedony crevice agates. Look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. I'm gonna go clean it up, of course, but I wanted to show you the finding of it. And then next to it was laying this, which is like a brain of druzy crystals, all growing off of the base there, all faced up like it looks like a cauliflower piece. Wow. Look at that. That is beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful forms that a Chalcedony. It's an agate, it's a crevice agate. And just the botryoidal. Oh, wow. Nice. Let me rinse that real quick. And we'll pick up, continue to fill our pockets with all these green stones. There is going to be a massive look at everything that we found, because I found so many cool things while we were off camera because my memory space was gone. So, in fact, let me turn it off again. Look at the actinolite crystals. This was all jaggedy, but it got rounded into a river pebble. And it's so dense, it's well on its way to becoming a jade. That's beautiful. Don't mind that at all. I'm still trying to just make my way over to the water here to rinse off these two agates that we found. There's so much good stuff. Wow. I'll have to toothbrush that a little bit too, and you'll really be able to see the crystal structure better. Just absolutely rounded, druzy patch of quartz goodness. A little bit of orange staining to the whole thing. And then this, which is going to be the star of the day, no doubt. Absolute beauty there for sure. Oh. This layering on the side. Nice. Very nice. Just fish this little crevice agate. Out of the bottom there, I could see its little blue, yellow Chalcedony layering sticking up, so I had to get a stick and like wiggle it over to me and then pick it up. And we got it. We got it. We got it. Mars playing with his sticks in the water. We're gonna wrap this up soon and go home and clean all this up. Beautiful. Winter, not yet spring, California.